Greetings, Crotona Hawks. Crotona Hawks. Coach don't like me smoking on the game, so they put that out. Well, check it. We got a game Saturday. Dudes got to pull up at. We got to be there at 1:45 for workout, and game time is at 2:00, 2:15. So we got to be there at 1:45 so we can get in and we can stretch it, we can warm up. And that warm up is gonna be critical because it's cold. So try to be on time so we can get in the gym and change as quickly as possible. As soon as you get in the gym, take your clothes off immediately and just get warming up, get warming up, get warmed up, because we playing in the Eagles gym. The Eagles is playing better than they played last time we played them, and they built up a lot of confidence. They told me, based off the game they played with us, because we let them get that 132. So when we gave them that 132 points, it made them feel that they're a threat. So even their last game, they've been playing better than what they played when they played against us. So, and they even told me after the game, they was like, wow, y'all gave up 132. But, that was due to that 20-point run they had against the bench. So that's why we making this video now. Now the bench and players. Listen to this, y'all. So we going into this game now, and if the team is finding their identity, we almost there, where everybody understand their role and everybody understand how things work. So I'm gonna give some of y'all an example of why the team function like this, so maybe it can help y'all, you know what I mean, get over some of the mental barriers y'all have with, you know what I mean. However, now check it. When it comes down to the games, every game we're gonna have 3 to 5 players score over 20 points. We know that already. You understand what I mean? That's gonna happen. Now, what's gonna happen is it's like 6 or 7 players. It's gonna be out of that 7 players every game. So what happens is 3 to 4 players ain't gonna have the type of game that they have. What happens when you have that kind of game? You just got to be supportive, because the next game might be the game that you have the kick out, and the guys that did good in that game might have a mediocre game. You know what I'm saying? So when you caught up in that position, don't think that because you not contributing that the team don't need you, or you not playing to your whatever the case is. Nah, you can't think like that. Some games is just don't fall in your favor. Some games you might not be ready. Some games, you know what I mean? You might be ready and you might not be in rotation. That happens. And some times you might not have a good game. But the key to the matter is you stick with whoever is hot and what's going on. You just go with the flow, and that's how you build your energy up. Because if you in a game and you're not performing like how you expect to perform, the worst thing you can do is put more pressure on yourself. What you do is you gotta fall back, you gotta array the situation and figure out how you can help. Rather it's rebounding, rather it's getting points here and there, rather it's letting the people that scoring are killing continue to kill. You know what I mean? You gotta be a contributor. So we just need dudes to be more focused on teamwork. And that's basically it. Now, when it come down to the practice we had this week with the Sentinels, the bench defense was great. You know what I mean? Even though all the starters wasn't there, the starters defense was horrible that we used, and the bench defense was great. And that's a good sign, because the bench defense is what broke down the last game. You understand what I mean? And the ball was moving incredibly good. You know what I mean? I liked the ball movement, so that's why I was getting upset when dudes stopped moving the ball. You know what I mean? Exception to Leo. We know Leo was going to hold the ball and take extra dribbles. That's how he played. We all agree that that's how he needs to play, and that's just what he do. So if you don't like it, then, we might don't like something you do, but it don't matter. That's what he do. So besides Leo, the ball was moving around. You understand what I mean? And even Leo been passing the ball great. He been averaging 5 assists the last 2 games. That's a plus. So a lot of times when Leo get the ball, we gotta clear that side out. So when he penetrate, he either get fouled or when they double, he can continue to get these assists. You know what I mean? Because when that double come, he is passing the ball. When they give him 1-on-1, he's actually getting an N1 or he's getting the basket. You know what I mean? He got to when he's driving the basket, it's a positive because he's either scoring and he's getting fouled 80% of the time. So we need Leo driving the ball. Shaq need to drive the ball more, not force it, but basically the same thing with Shaq. When he get in those situations where he catch the ball and you on his wing three, run to the other side so Shaq can have a clearing. But Shaq like to cut and go towards the middle. So y'all note that, you know what I mean? Besides that, BJ and Lunchbox basically they got it clicking with the high screen pick and rolls and the throwing it in the paint and cutting. So we know that's gonna happen based on how good they've been playing together. You know what I mean? And as far as Brill play in the open court. So he gonna get his. You just when you see him in the open court on the move, just try to get him the ball. He's a transition player. And Yami, what the thing with Yami is, we 3 games that we had, Yami was the main leader in scoring. But since the team stepped up, he's still been scoring, but he haven't had that game in 3 games. If you go back to the prior 3 games, the first 3 games, he was like the dominant scorer. You know, like scoring like 14, 15, 16 points. Then the last 3 games, he's averaging probably about 10. You know, and so we expecting a big game from Yami this week and Rico. And what also Brian been coming, but you know, Brian ain't been really getting. He missed the last game against the Eagles, so Brian gonna get some minutes this game. And this guy number 7, I can't think of his name right now. Gosh, I'm just thinking of so much stuff, so many players. But number 7 is gonna have a big game. Marley, that's his name. Marley, he got his confidence up the last 2 games, and I'm expecting a big game from Marley. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I wish he would have started like this the first 3 games, 4 games. He was like he wasn't. You know, it was more of I feel with the team acting like people don't know each other, so people just everybody assuming that people is like this and like that. Now that I think that everybody getting to know each other, dudes is getting to understand how you know what I mean, how it works. But no, we scored 148 last game. You know what I mean, so we got to look to score at least 130, 125 in the next game. We open up our last 3 games, scoring 40 points in the first quarter. So we got to look forward to a good first quarter. Our weakness has been when we put the second team in for extended minutes. That's why the last game people was uncomfortable because we cut down on that so we can get a maximum, so the starters get maximum minutes because when the second unit was coming in, they was having defensive problems. So when y'all come in the game, second unit, whoever's on the second unit, once y'all in that game, y'all can't have 5 possessions and score once. And then have the opposing team score 3 times on 5 possessions. Then y'all letting the other team catch up. We'll sub all 5 of y'all out immediately. So I'm just telling y'all like this. How we run the subbing is when the second team come in, they close in the first quarter, but if they hold their ground, they get to start the second. But if they don't hold their ground, the starters come back in the second quarter. That's key. So when you're out there, be hungry. You understand what I'm saying? And we going with 12 players this week. So the minutes is gonna be choppy, especially in the first half, and then we gonna close the game with whoever's playing the most solid. If we have over a 25-point lead, we're gonna put in guys that didn't get no run in the game to close out the game in the last 2-3 minutes. You know what I mean? Now, when we was closing out against the Eagles last game, they went on a 20 to 4 run in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and force us to put the starters back. That cannot happen. You understand what I'm saying? So that about it. We got we played our big game is next week against Montrose, and then after that we got a bigger game against the Power, Crotona Hawks. So this game against the Eagle is serious. We need these next 3 games. We gotta end on a 6-game winning streak. You know what I mean? We already won 3 in a row. This next 3, we gonna take these next 3. I'm real confident about that. So with that said, make sure y'all stretch and everything and do push-ups and get ready for this game on Friday, because it's early Saturday morning. Set Friday night, try not to hang out, party, drink, smoke too much. Get up Saturday morning, exercise, stretch, have a nice breakfast, and let's get this W.